Having
Does your battery last this long?
yeah, I made sure I charged it before I got here. You talked about how Clune has that experience coming in. Heupel doesn't.
Well, just
but-
from the Utah State standpoint.
right.
Yeah.
Certainly, he's got a lot of experience behind him. But
Yeah.
both of them have had a spring practice session and summer working with you, studying film, talking to other coaches. How, specifically talking about Josh, how is he integrating into the system? What have you learned from him that can help this Aggie program this year?
Well, I think Coach Heupel has done a tremendous job of jumping right in with. I mean, the guy's all in now, all in, 2 feet. Happy to be here at Utah State and to be an Aggie, and it's been fun for me from a quarterback perspective and an offensive perspective is to see his views. Although very, very, very similar, there are things that have been different based on his experiences or style of offense at Oklahoma compared to what either I've been exposed to, and that's fun. It's talking ball, it's scheming, it's developing quarterbacks. There's absolutely things I learn, every day from him that he used to do that we're not going to do. He used to do that we are going to do. So some of that, I think, most of that probably will not be visible to most people from a structure standpoint, obvious things, and then some of it, you guys may have some few questions for me at some point and say, hey, that looks a little different. Yeah, I said, it's pretty cool. See if it works, so we'll see. But yeah, I think Coach Heupel's done a great job. He's very, very organized, does a great job organizing the offensive staff, and I think our relationship is really good, and I enjoy sitting in those meetings, being a part of them.
How significant, among all the significant things that happened last year, was the period of time after the loss at Arkansas State? It was 2 weeks
Bye week.
until
Right.
you got to BYU.
Yeah. Well, gave us enough time to get Zach Vigil in it, or Nick Vigil in it, running back, didn't it? I think there was some good healing. I think there was some good leadership shown. It allowed, we had several guys playing really in full-time extended roles for the first time, another week of practice to get their breath. I'm not going to over-dramatize it, but I think it probably came at the right time of the year.
Seems like there's a lot more. Maybe it's just the quality of walk-ons and transfers, and obviously recruits as well. Has that changed? I guess, is that just success, or how much has that changed? Trying to get somebody to come here.
Well, I think hopefully that is true. The more you win, and the more that you're successful in a program over continued year after year after year. And again, it's something we don't want to, and nor have we been a 1-year flash in the pan. To me, I'm always trying to build this program for 6 years, not 6 months. And so, because you want to sustain success, and I think recruits see that, because I do think whether, as your comment, I think is exactly right, from a transfer status or a walk-on status or even a recruiting status, whatever that is. I think they see you in a consistent winner, winning bowl games, all those kind of things. I think it is still a process for us from a recruiting standpoint and marketing your program to the generation that doesn't and is not used to seeing Utah State win on a consistent basis, whether, they're older people. So that's, those are images and thoughts that I don't think are accurate right now for Utah State, and it's the here and the now. And for most recruits, they're 18 years old, it's what they've seen on social media.